Okay, guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Wrestleslam, the podcast brought to you by Manscaped.com and I'm Macoka City, Cork City. I'm joined by my old faithfuls, Phil Connolly and Matt Murphy, and we bring you a brand new episode like we do every week. So yeah, we're going to go straight into it. Edge, Adam Copeland is in All Elite Wrestling. I spent weeks and weeks and weeks saying to Phil and Matt, he's not going to come. Now he's there, and I feel like an absolute dipshit. I could not see it coming. Phil obviously seen it come. I think Matt agreed with me once or twice. I think he might have agreed with Phil on one or two occasions too. But
strongly on the fence. I admitted that. It was like, no, that was my final answer. It was like, he's always been a WWE guy. They're gonna pull McIntyre. But yeah, it actually happened.
I think I'm shocked. Loyalty in wrestling is almost gone the minute Vince sold the company. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
But does this mean, first of all, Edge, because Edge is a wise guy, okay? He knows the business inside and out. Is Edge alert to something? Is this the start of a crumble via WWE? Because look, obviously they've merged with UFC. We've got TKO. Are we seeing the start of a crumble? I know Jade Cargill has gone the opposite direction. So that's encouraging. But are we going to see a crumble? Or is it just, Edge is gone and that's it? He didn't get the deal he wanted. He felt like maybe he was a small bit disrespected. Now, I know he did come out with a statement. I haven't read that statement just yet, but what's your thoughts, Phil, on what's happened? Why has Edge gone to All Elite? Like, he's got nothing to prove.
His statement in a nutshell is just basically enjoy the ride, like, where I'm on TV, you get to enjoy me for what I am, even though I'm not in WWE. I don't think WWE are crumbling, but I definitely think that the moral and heart is gone. Because I was talking to Darren Blake there last week at the Bischoff thing, and we were saying like the final straw for fans like me and you and him will be when Raw moves off Monday nights, because that is coming apparently.
Yeah. So
long term,
is it fair to say if Vince kept the puzzle together, the jigsaw together?
He did, but he took the money and ran. If you really look at it that way. I know he was forced out, and I know he was this, and there was all sorts of stuff against him. But at the end of the day, he took a big paycheck from TKO. As we talked about last week, TKO are going to be doing two shows a night to save money. So UFC and WWE one night after the next. So it's just kind of, I suppose, the magic isn't in WWE. Whereas, like, if you watch that Edge clip, you could genuinely feel he was excited when he came out.
Yeah. Like, we spent weeks debating this, Matt Murphy, and, we're massive Edge fans. And yet again, look, he's got fuck all to prove in WWE. But I was saying all along, he didn't need to make that move to All Elite Wrestling. But then you look at life, and sometimes you need a challenge. And he's been there for so long. Is it just a case that Edge wants a challenge? He wants to go on and maybe join his fellow mate Christian, Bryan Danielson. Is this something that he needs, or is it a case of, look, he's been offered a lot of money?
I mean, like, he did make a statement. I didn't get a chance to read it as well. But I said it last week, and I stood my ground. I said it, can't change it. I said that he was going to be with WWE, but when I saw him in AEW, it was a lot to take in. But he felt like really welcome. He came back with his old theme song, which he said that he actually now owns. So it's obvious if you own that song, use it.
Well, he's got a deal with the band because they're good mates.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
But I did listen to the media coverage afterwards with I know his name's Adam Copeland, but I'm trying to get used to him saying Adam, but like Edge, he was in the media coverage and he explained why. And it was just because he's in the business for about 31 years and he was at WWE for 25 years. And he's at that point where he needs a challenge. And like you said, like, and when he was explaining that he has a list of like wrestlers he wants to take on, like we all saw that image of young MJF with Edge. Maybe that's going to be used into a storyline. Maybe he's going to have at least another run with Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega, and
Never
everything.
fought John Moxley either, which is weird. You
Yeah.
think of
So I'm just like thinking of all these wrestlers that's like he still hasn't fought yet, or be unreal to see in the ring with. It's just like, yeah, I could see him staying put with AEW. It would be good to see him come back to WWE as his like, odd appearance. But you know, if it's gonna make him happy, it's gonna make him happy. And of course, Christian Cage will be with him, a wrestler that I think they tag team with each other once or twice before. Not sure, but you know, it's going to be unreal seeing the both of them anyway. So I mean,
was it?
If he was going to come back, because I've always been a huge supporter of Christian, but I always thought if he did come to AEW, I was just worried for Christian that he's going to look weak. But I think because he's the TNT champion, because Christian has a lot of build on him, somehow Adam Copeland is going to make him look strong somehow. Like, because it's obvious we all know that about his history. So I'm buzzing that.
You watched the scrum.
Yeah.
There was a funny part with MGF when he called him Edge, and Tony Khan nearly freaked. He nearly lost the plot. It was quite funny.
Yeah. Do you see the picture of MGF and Edge? Many moons.
I mentioned that. Yeah, I said that earlier on. Is it like they might use that as a storyline?
Yeah. Does Edge go on? Like we know he's back, okay, and he's going to be on. He's going to be on TV again this week, right? But
full-time contract, by the way. That's what.
Yeah. So, like, does that mean Phil Edge challenges for the title?
Not right away. I don't think so. I think it's more about the fun at the moment. Like last night, he was the first time he was ever in a ring with Sting.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's a huge thing for someone like Edge, who's a wrestling kind of historian and kind of wrestling.
Who has a better legacy, Sting or Edge?
For the modern fans, would say Edge, but Sting is, he's legendary for like he's been everywhere.
Yeah, is he top 5 for you of all time? Like you
character-wise, yes.
Yeah, you look at legacies like the Undertaker.
If you're talking wrestlers, no, like wrestling.
Yeah.
In characters, yes.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well put, sir. Well put.
It's just the best way of putting it, because like he was never the most technical, but he could have great matches.
Yeah. And he's a workhorse, and he still takes the bumps and such and such. Matt Murphy, what do you see happening with Adam/Edge? Look, we know you said obviously Christian, there's that feud, a possible feud with MJF. Obviously, Phil said he's never wrestled Moxley. What do you see happening? Obviously, he's back on the screens. He's going to address the fans, the TV viewers, and such this week. But what does happen? Does he get interrupted? Is it the case of he says he's looking for MJF's title? What do you see happening?
I can see him actually having a decent rivalry with MJF. And that was the very first thing I'm thought of, is like I would love to see MJF like in Edge at least cutting a promo together. Of course, using that famous photo we all saw. But if you remember when Chris Jericho, I know I'm rambling on, but Chris Jericho, when he first came to AEW, he was so used to working with WWE. He came up to MJF and was like, all right, where's the scripts? And MJF says, we don't have scripts. You just go out and you just say whatever. I'm looking forward to see that with Edge. Is that he'll be so used to be working on a script. I know he would go off script, but the fact that he gets to be his own person, he gets to be his own, pretty much take off the chains he was with WWE. So I can see him taking on MJF, get that one title that he hasn't won, just because he wants to get the AEW title. Like so that's the one I can see. But I would love to see him taking on Kenny Omega.
Yeah, there's so much potential there. There's so much. Just before we move on, I want a big shout out to Christian, because this is the best work Christian Cage has ever done.
Yeah. He's definitely rejuvenated himself. Look, I've always been a fan of Christian Cage, and it's just amazing to see a guy that's, that's matured so much over the years, even though he's quite mature, to do what he's doing right now. It just shows how class he is, Yeah,
he's class. And I love all this heel stuff he's doing about the dads and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the opening. I remember the opening of the great a great Japanese wrestler who passed away recently, and they were paying a loving tribute with the sons and the grandsons, and then it cuts to Christian Cage looking on, and I seriously got a bit of anxiety as I was like, "Oh no, Christian, don't bite, don't!" But no, they didn't. I love how then I'm acknowledging his characters and like, yeah, he takes advantage of lads with dead fathers. So
Yeah, no, he's iconic and his promos are epic. We have to quickly talk about Wrestledream, All Elite Wrestling. Yet again, it was incredible from start to finish. So many great matches. I'm going to go through some of the matches quickly.
we'd be here all day if we go through them all. But yeah,
So I'll just go through some of the main ones there. So obviously FTR defeated Ozzy Open. Christian Cage defeated Darby Allin. Don Callis, I suppose they defeated Chris Jericho. So the family, the Don Callis family, that's what he's actually calling that. So you had Sammy, Will Ospreay. People actually forgot Will Ospreay was on that card, which is bizarre because he's so active around the world.
like absolutely everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah, he's living the dream. Bryan Danielson defeated Zack Sabre Jr. What a match that was, singles match.
Best match actually at the moment in AEW. I'm just going to flat out say it now. Love me some technical wrestling, lads. So that was just.
Bill, would you be in agreement to that?
Yeah, it's you know what it was, technical masterpiece.
Yeah, and why has it taken Zack Sabre Jr. so long to
He's like Will Ospreay. He just doesn't like settling. I don't know what it is.
Prior to pandemic, he was kind of on the up, and then obviously then pandemic kicked in, and yeah, it's just this is like why is he not always in these matches? You know what I mean? Why is he kind of obviously he's hardcore on the indie scene and all around the world, but like, isn't it mad that like there's a small percentage of people have never heard of him, which is crazy.
He was in the WWE Classic, the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Bryan Danielson was commentating on his match with Michael Cole about saying this guy is, and that was 2018. So yeah, he would have been very young at that time because he's only like 29. So that's about 6 years ago. So he would have only 23, 24. But do you know what I've noticed as well? Like, I just kind of going off topic about it because we're on about this match. Nigel McGuinness just keeps on voting at Bryan Danielson. I think that match is coming.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, no, I just picked it up when we were watching that match. I was like, he keeps saying stuff about him.
But you look his physique at the moment. He was ready for All In, and his physique is, he's definitely trending behind the scenes. He's taking the bumps. So yeah, I reckon Nigel McGuinness is.
Could be that long though. We could be waiting till the next one in next August.
Yeah, he'll just attack him or something. Yeah, it'll be epic if it happens. It really will. But we have to congratulate yet again Bryan Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. on an epic match. Matt Murphy of Wrestleslam, the podcast, has given this a 5-star. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 6-star out of 5.
I love it. I love it. So we'll make sure that's tagged. Guys, congratulations on a great match from everyone at Wrestleslam. Ricky Starks, he was victorious. Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana defeated Hangman
the Nana
Page.
dance. You keep on to this Nana dance.
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff doing it was brilliant there last week.
Yeah, it was surreal. Yeah, if anyone did get a chance to see that, we couldn't record obviously because I suppose there's policies in place where you cannot record these shows, but it was very good. And Bischoff is the man. I really hope you enjoyed Ireland, Eric. And I know you said it's your last Irish tour, but look, we hope you get back for a couple of more whiskies and a few beverages very soon. The Young Bucks, obviously they defeated the Lucha brothers. Chris Statlander defeated Julia Hart. I know Johnny Dwyer will be heartbroken with that result. Big fan of Julia Hart. He was lucky enough to meet her in London recently as well. Eddie Kingston, he was victorious. MJF, obviously victorious. 2-on-1.
The good thing about this MJF match, because it really bugged me. Why was it on the cards? It literally proved no point. Like, I love MJF, but it proved literally this pay-per-view was too long, and this match and the Ricky Starks match should have been scrapped from the.
Yeah, I think it's just for the fan perspective.
Oh no, I know that, but it literally served no purpose for anything. Like they didn't advance the storyline with the masked fellas. But I know that already because I think they want us to think it's MJF. So like, you know, it just served no purpose.
Yeah.
And I was watching it going, this is just,
it's bollocks.
I don't want to use that word because I like to kind of saying, but it's just pointless. It just felt it was just there for the sake of it.
No, I get it. It's frustrating.
And the problem with this now is I don't want this to become another Bray Wyatt story like last year where it just went on and they didn't pull it. Like, remember I kept that on about like they need to move it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in January and the same thing is happening.
Yeah.
If it was me, I'd be like, if it was me writing it, I'd have Adam Cole begging him like sign a new contract, and then kick the shit out of him the minute he signs it.
Lads, it's obvious who it is. Phil. Phil is like going all over this. But I was just gonna say, lads, it's obvious who it is. It's obviously Vince McMahon. He's just gonna take off the mask and he's just gonna yell, "It's me, MJ! It was me!
You bastard!"
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to go off topic, but yeah, that's what I would do.
No, I love it. I love a good Phil rant. You know what I mean?
But I just think like he should beg him, please don't leave me, please don't leave me. And then when he signs, kick the shit out of him.
Yeah. No, it's going to happen. It's only a matter of time. Right, quickly going to run through the rest of the card before we move on. We had the trios match, 6-man tag team for the trios. Billy Gunn and the Acclaimed won that. Cesaro with Moxley defeated Josh Barnett. I'm going to say Claudio, sorry. And let me look. Yeah, we had an 8-person mixed tag team match. So I respect Tony Khan for giving everyone a shot. Look, there's a card full of superstars. So look, he likes to use the superstars, but obviously, who was it? Billy Starks, Keith Lee, Satisha. There was day one anyway. So that was obviously Wrestledream, and it was a good pay-per-view. And obviously the highlight of that was obviously Adam Copeland, Edge, appearing and making his presence known. I'm going to quickly talk about Raw. So on Raw tonight, we have Tegan Knox will challenge Becky Lynch for the NXT Women's title. The main event will be Jey Uso to take on Senor Money in the Bank. Nia Jax plans to dominate Shayna, which will be, obviously, Nia Jax coming back means domination. Gunter and Campia for the Intercontinental Championship on Raw tonight. Obviously, some big matches announced for Fastlane. We will go through the Fastlane stuff. It is this week.
Yeah, Saturday. Is this Saturday? No, it's Saturday after, I think, actually.
I think it's this Saturday, yeah. Yeah, Saturday, October 7th, right? So look, bear with me, lads. I'm going to quickly go through the card. You can give me quick predictions, right? So bear with me 1 second. Here we go. So I have my card. I know not everything is announced just of yet, but here we go. 4 matches announced. We have Rollins versus Nakamura. Last man standing match. Phil, quick prediction. Does Rollins win or does Shinsuke become champ?
Rollins will win, but I want Shinsuke to win.
Me too. Not against Rollins. I love Rollins, but yeah, I'd love to see it. Matt, in agreement or disagreement?
I would love to see Shinsuke winning this. It would be really unexpected. I love his run at the moment. More when he won the Royal Rumble, to be honest. I just love the statistic side of Shinsuke. So I'm gonna have to pull for Shinsuke and Nakamura, lads, in this one.
Let's hope you're right. Cena and LA Knight versus the Bloodline tag team match. Who wins that one, Phil?
Cena and LA. It's the part of an upgrade of LA Knight. This is his rise to stardom because I think he's going to win the Royal Rumble. I really do.
I hope so. I like him.
Yeah.
And he could take a shoulder bump.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Right. Matt, thoughts? Cena, LA Knight, Bloodline? Yeah.
I would love to see the Bloodline actually winning this and LA Knight actually blaming Cena for causing him, and that'll be like a mini rivalry leading up to Survivor Series.
Ooh, plot twist. Matt Murphy. Matt Murphy.
I think there's more to this than meets the eye, though. There's going to be more to this.
Not like LA Knight. Obviously, Cena's not going to turn heel, LA Knight is actually one of the top. Has so much heat, so he's not going to face. It's just going to be confrontation. So I could see that happening. I could see Bloodline winning, and then LA Knight and John Cena is going to have a rivalry at Survivor Series, and that's going to make LA Knight even bigger.
Yeah.
And everything. So yeah, I can see that happening. Bold statement, but tossing out there, lads.
Love it. Triple threat match, WWE Women's Championship, Io Sky, Asuka versus Charlotte Flair. Phil Conley, triple threat. Who takes it?
I think she should retain.
Me
Definitely.
too. Me too.
Need to build. She really does.
Yes, I agree. Matt
But
Murphy.
don't surprise me if Charlotte's champion before Mania to fight Jade. That's just all I'm saying.
Yeah, bit of meow.
I mean, say that out loud, not during that.
Oh yeah, that'd be a cat fight. Matt, who's your thoughts on the triple threat?
You have to go ahead and say Charlotte Flair. I could see her taking on Jade Cargill definitely. Especially like because Jade Cargill when she debuts, she needs to make it big and take it on someone. So I know not a lot of people we know who Jade Cargill is after watching AEW, but you'd be surprised not a lot of people will be familiar with her. So I can see her making a big debut, facing off against Charlotte Flair. So and everyone who doesn't know her will look at her and be like, she's a big deal.
I agree. Does she debut with Fastlane, lads? She's going to come out, obviously, is she?
I don't think so. I actually think they're going to do the old school vignettes with her.
Build her up, yeah. I used to love that, actually. The
I really do.
I always remember Rey Mysterio's one and Goldberg's one.
I think we're getting about 5 weeks of those things, and then she's going to debut.
Fine. I love it. Right, last match announced is Latino World Order, LWO. Mysterio, Escobar, either with Wild or Del Toro versus Bobby Lashley, the Street Profits. Who wins that one? I'm going to give a quick prediction first. I reckon we're going to see Escobar turn on Mysterio.
I thought that as well for a while. But I say Bobby Lashley. Yeah, Bobby Lashley's team, they need a win.
Big Bobby.
Yeah, they need a win.
Matt Murphy?
I'm going to say Big Bobby's team. I want to see them actually getting far. And not like because I feel like they're trying to build up a slow build world with him at the moment.
No, I love it. I love it. Right, guys, we're coming to the end of the show. Phil, Matt, are we forgetting anything? Obviously, we have to wish CBL as well a big congratulations at the end of the show. But
yup, Youngford, nice one. There's NXT No Mercy that happened on Saturday.
Yes, how did I forget about that? Oh my god!
Yeah,
There's so much on.
Holy shit!
There's so much happening. Like,
yeah,
there's
so much going on. But so unfortunately, I couldn't get a chance to watch NXT No Mercy. But what I heard was actually amazing. I saw Braun Baker versus Baron Corbin. I saw Baron Corbin's big entrance on the motorbike, and I was like, that's only giving me 1% of me becoming a Baron Corbin fan. Just 1% further.
Yeah, I don't know.
The biggest shock of this was Dominic Mysterio losing his belt. I didn't see that coming.
It's a strange one. And you look at why maybe he did lose it. It's there's a theory because obviously, Jesus, he's been on a dominant spree for so many months now. So it's going to be interesting to see what the outcome is of that. But it's guys, for the fans out there, I'm completely sorry that I forgot to talk about NXT. No Mercy,
and of course, Ivar Dragunov winning the big one,
which is huge. A guy that we've seen at OTT. I remember 3 of us were actually in house in Dublin, and it was the same day that we met Gunter. And I think he actually wrestled Gunter that day.
I think he might have, yeah.
Yeah, he did, yeah. I don't remember much, but I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember the
win. That had MJF on it.
I remember because I feel like when you mentioned Dragunov versus Gunther, at the time he was Walter, but my God, that's a match you need to look back on. Can't see that. There was
OTT. It's amazing how many stars they've brought over. It's amazing. You know what I mean? That people even forget that MJF wrestled for OTT, but that show was incredible. It was something that I'll never forget. But we have to give props to OTT and Joe. Joe knows the talent from a mile away. And, you know, we've been graced here in Ireland to see so many amazing superstars, past and present, wrestle. And we look forward to John Moxley this October. Wrestleslam via Sports Matters TV will be in the house. We are going to vlog. We are going to be fans. We are going to, you know, inhale the best wrestling on the planet in Dublin.
And also as well have some of those amazing wings before the show.
Yes, wings in Dublin. I'm gonna have to say something, lads. Phil doesn't know this actually, but I actually went to that buffet, Phil.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I went to that buffet Saturday. Yes, I paid the €23, Phil, and I am dead serious when I say it is unbelievable. So yes, Matt Murphy, we're going to quickly tell you the plan for Dublin when we go to OTT will be to go to Wings World Buffet, and it's unlimited food. It is incredible, and you will love it.
Just stop.
And Matt has froze.
Stop.
He's in shock. He's in shock. He has froze.
Because I am frozen.
I can see you and I can hear you.
We can see him. It's purely like a guy from the news. The news at 5 o'clock. I'm Matt Murphy. Right, we're going to wrap it up anyway, guys. Matt might come back before we wrap up. It is our time to wrap up. From myself, Jerry Collin, from the one and only Matt Murphy, who's coming back and he's going. From Phil Conley, we will see you soon, guys. Yet again, subscribe to our channel, like our shorts videos, watch all our previous episodes, and an interview drops this week as well. So we will catch you soon, guys. From everyone here at Wrestleslam and from Matt Murphy, who's freezing as we speak, we'll catch you soon. It's Wrestleslam. Good luck and goodbye.